China has a whole economic model that is not sustainable. It has vastly inadequate domestic spending, vastly inadequate consumer demand, has run out of sufficient investment opportunities to keep the economy rolling, but seems bizarrely unable to change its operating, to do even modest steps towards a refocusing on domestic demand. And Japan and China it still seems inclined to try to export its way out, which is not going to happen. The world is not going to accept it.
We talked a little bit about China and, the fact that you obviously criticise they're still trying to export their way out of this current conundrum. Do they have another choice, though? Because President Xi has made it clear that, particularly when it comes to batteries, EVs, these sort of tech items, is really front and centre for their economic revival blueprint.
Well, first of all, there's the macroeconomic thing. China just does not spend enough. There's not enough consumer demand. You can't fill that gap at this point with investment demand. So they just need to have more consumer spending, which they are. And Xi is just, I would say, bizarrely unwilling to do, to have government spending that is not supporting production, but is supporting demand, that is transfers. We often draw parallels between China and Japan at the beginning of the 1990s. Both cases, you had a housing bubble that burst. You had demographic challenges. Japan, in retrospect, handled it very well. Japan supported the economy with infrastructure spending, wasn't necessarily all that productive, but it kept demand flowing. It avoided mass unemployment. Japan just kind of rather gracefully took the end of the previous growth model and transitioned to a much more sustainable track. China is showing no signs of being able to do that. Politically, socially, whatever. So and of course, this is a gigantic economy. So the fact that we seem to have a complete lack of realism on the part of the Chinese is a threat to all of us. And we can't absorb. The world will not accept everything that China wants to export. It just, never mind the theories about free trade. This is just not going to happen.